Also tonight, featherweight king Marco Antonio Barrera looks to continue his reign against power-punching Filipino sensation Manny Pacquiao. The Mexican superstar has defeated all comers at 126 pounds with a calculated precision that belies his warrior reputation.
Another combination, so calm, so clinical.
24-year-old Pacquiao has ruled the 122-pound division with a pair of iron fists. This is a southpaw who blows opponents away. So does the latest sensation have enough power and desire to end Barrera's dominance? Or will the champion prove once again he is among the very best in the world? Two of the lower weight classes' brightest stars as featherweight king Marco Antonio Barrera takes on Manny Pacquiao of the Philippines. Although many observers see this matchup as a potential candidate for Fight of the Year, most of the pre-fight hype centered around the metal plate, which was surgically inserted into Barrera's head 6 years, 16 fights ago. He's been medically cleared and now takes his superior boxing skills and ring generalship into the fray tonight against the hard-hitting Pacquiao, who has knocked out 11 of his last 12 opponents and is moving up to featherweight following a dominant reign at 122 pounds. Now here's a look at the famed Riverwalk in San Antonio, where later you will be coming live to see Manny Pacquiao of the Philippines, hailing from the Filipino island of Mindanao, as Pacquiao tries to storm Marco Antonio Barrera with his vaunted punching power and force Barrera into the kind of firefight he experienced against Eric Morales in their first battle, February 19 in the year 2000. Since then, Barrera has purposely been a much more tactical fighter. Can Pacquiao take him back to the old school? We'll see when we bring you to San Antonio later on. To San Antonio, Texas, where we are inside the Alamo Dome and preparing for the huge featherweight championship fight between Ring Magazine champion Marco Antonio Barrera, generally regarded as one of the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the sport, and the punching sensation of the lower weight classes, Manny Pacquiao, moving up from 122 to 126. Can Pacquiao, with his energy and power, force Barrera into a firefight?
Marco Antonio, what symptoms were you experiencing that led to the operation?
Bueno,
there were some problems in 95 and 96. 97, I started getting some headaches. So then I went to the doctor, and he suggested he said medicine or surgery, and I opted for the surgery because that would be the easiest and quickest way.
una cirugía y opté por la cirugía.
When you heard that you could undergo brain surgery, how concerned were you that this could end your career?
Pues yo pensaba que ya se había terminado desde el momento.
In reality, I was concerned because I thought that when I was going to have that surgery, my boxing career was over. So when the surgery was performed, I told the doctor, thank you, and I'll be seeing you, and I don't think I'm going to fight anymore. He says, why? It says, because of the surgery. Doctor said, no, this is just like if you had a cold, you get the cold, and then you get over it, and you go back to your normal life. I thought it was my career was over.
Had you discussed this with your family, with the people around you in boxing, and did everyone understand the risks you were taking either to your health in general or to your career?
La decisión que yo tomara iba a ser la correcta.
Yes, I talked to my family, which is the most important thing in my life, and we discussed this over and over. And then I talked to my ex-promoters, ex-management, and the doctor, after the surgery, sent them a letter saying that everything was okay and that I could continue with my career.
Que la pudiera mandar a todas las comisiones.
Could you show us exactly where the operation was?
Sí, pues del lado izquierdo. Aquí está.
Right here.
Aquí, por aquí.
And presumably you have been hit on many occasions in that spot.
Muchísimas veces. Yo creo que
my plates that I have in my head, maybe they have it like a magnet because all the punches laying there.
Lastly, do you feel the fact that this has come up before a big fight against a dangerous opponent will in some way affect you?
me pudo afectar
Worried
un
me a
poco
little
el
bit, especially because my ex-managers and promoters were bombarding the news, the media, with these rumors that I couldn't fight anymore. But I am well, and I'm going to show everyone that Marco Antonio Barrera can fight.